Yeehaw! Hello. Hey, hello America. How's it going today? Hope everything's going great. Kicking butt. No problems. Uh, my name is Michael Tomlinson. I am an American cheer. Yep, I believe we can save America. Even if you don't think it really, um, really has anything to do with you, and you're watching this video, you're probably thinking like, why would I do that? Why would I put my energy and time into something I don't need to do? Basically, everything is, for a lot of people, today is January 10th, 2023. I'm going to drop that date thing yet. I just can't do it. But anyways, some people are just doing good. I mean, middle class, they've been working hard for the last 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And it's a couple, they're together. They've already paid for their house. And, they're enjoying. One could be on retirement, and the other one is still working, but going to be there soon. So um, so to them, they don't really need anything luxury. It's not like they want a Lamborghini or a bigger house, or they're very happy and content and living life on a daily basis right there, and without any problems. They wake up every morning and everything's good. So that sounds, actually, whenever I say stuff like that about Americans, which there are millions of them across the nation, is that I'm really happy for them. I think every American should wake up every morning thinking they don't, like that we're not in the forefront, in the trenches, in the struggle, looking for ways to, make extra money to survive. I mean, this is just to survive. There's no content there. There's no Easter basket. There's no nest egg is what I meant to say. Easter basket. But, if there is a savings kind of thing going on, or something you have prepared, it's really not all that big. So there are millions of Americans that are living like that too. So I can't really say either. They both need help, but in different ways. With the working middle class that's living paycheck to paycheck, and the working poor are living with paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, it's a whole different game for us. I mean, we have to wake up and realize where's the next dollar or coming from. What do we have to do next? The struggle is very real. Um, and so, and with the other folks, on the other side, who, they don't really wake up with the struggle, but I still believe that they can be good and really productive American cheers, even though they don't think um, they have to be it. Uh, on this other side, we kind of have to, reach out and have a little hope and a little faith along, to and others, people around us, to encourage us to keep moving forward. To encourage us to know that there is a better tomorrow. Or even just to be there to help right then and there, that immediate moment in that now. You know, um, and that is all, paving a new path uh, to help you is part of the American Share movement too. So, if you already have a path and you already have your home at the end of the path, you're not going to want to make a new path at all. So, but, you know, even though you're not going to, I don't think I can convince you personally. The only way you're going to be convinced that it's a good thing, a fun thing, a cool thing, and if one of your standard, regular, like if you listen to country western music, then that band or the singer, one of those celeb, kind of people, uh, join in. If they join in, you not to say that you're just going to follow, because you have nothing better going on, but I think if they joined in, that would be the pivot point of where you're going to say, yeah, I want to be a part of something fun and cool and helping other Americans like you are, because it's, obviously you're a trusted celebrity to me, and so what you're saying sets in my heart to want to be a part of it too. And that's just a whole different motivation kind of thing and motivation factor that kind of just happens. And I believe in that. And I believe that, someday that will happen, and you'll be encouraged to do it because there are people you believe in that are part of the American Cheer movement, you know. But for me to expect you're just gonna watch this video and jump on board and be a part of it, that'd be fantastic if you did. I mean, really, that would be the ultimate extraordinary thing I think you could do to me, for me or just for the movement and for yourself. Start changing, not that you even need to change yourself, you just have to be a part of the working process and be there to help other Americans in some way, shape, or form for just a little bit throughout 1 year, So it's not even that huge commitment where you're like, oh, I can't do that, you know. You can do it once you're in it and doing it. That's not the problem. The problem is getting you to jump on board and to help make it happen. Bring your knowledge and bring your expertise, bring your skill, bring the things that that you can contribute. Even your simple knowledge of how you lived your life and obtained the things that you have right now and are now waking up and feeling okay with life. That story can be shared, and that can inspire and help others. You see, there's so much more to what I'm talking about. So if you just can't make that connection, that's okay. I believe you will someday. You may not do it today, may not do it tomorrow, but you may click with it like next month, next year, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. You may wake up one morning and decide there's more to me than this. Like, I know I can do more. I know I'm worth more. And I do have the opportunity to share more. So it's all win and win and win. I mean, you can share, you have the opportunities, and then, you can bring more joy. I mean, and not, like the struggle of being an American cheer. It's just being a cool American and feeling okay with helping other Americans. I mean, it's not a huge leap of thought, or thinking, and the other main reason, if you are like American cheers, like with the system, and the system is dysfunctional, and there's disorder, and that it's just not working, and that there's so much corruption and deception and full-on lies going on that and that keep dividing us. And if you already know that, you should just, because of that reason alone, you should want to join. Because that is just putting our country and setting it up for going in the wrong direction. And we really need to say enough is enough and put a stop to a lot of this stuff. Not to say we want to shut down the government. By no means am I saying that. But if we get, our voice heard and it's loud enough, we'll have the biggest impact in America. More than any politician, more than any other group, we will organically grow into a singular voice that just makes sense. I'm talking about making sense like common sense, not like it has to be the ultimate plan. The change in America that I'm talking about is going to take some time, but it's taken a long time to to be where we're at now, which is a dysfunctional system. So it's not going to change overnight. We can't just put a Band-Aid on it. We have to come up with long-term solutions and then come up with a backup solution and a backup to the backup. Be proactive, already solving the problems before it even becomes a problem. So in 5 years, someone will say, oh no, this is a problem. We can say, yeah, we know it's a problem because we saw that problem coming down the pike. And this is what we, our first initial protocol solutions are to start directing that issue or connecting that dot, and that is exciting stuff. And there's where everybody's mind can contribute. Everyone has something to offer. Even when I talked to a couple of people today, and and it was just, they're interesting conversations, because I'm talking, but I'm trying to bust myths out, say stuff like, I don't really think we're going to be a socialist society. And I don't know why people think that, or think we're being set up to be that way. And they have a bunch of excuses and justifications and data to show me, but it still doesn't, I still just can't buy into it. It's just like thinking why? Why would they, It's like, if you really sit back and think about it fundamentally, why would the government want to do that? Really, they're trying to get us the hell out of the way. They're not trying to, make us dependent on them. They want us to depend on ourselves and stay out of the picture and kind of work their own division of dividing Americans up and suppressing and oppressing Americans from coming together and assimilating together, exercising our right to free speech and exercising our right to the press. That's just what I'm doing right now. So freedom of press, man. I mean, this is media in its own way. I'm spreading something about America for Americans, and and it's my right to do so, and it's my right to pull people together and to assemble like we get together, and it's free thinkers. It's our right. It's not just my right. It belongs to all Americans. But you know, maybe that's where we need to kind of set up the common ground to break into it, into change, is understanding what freedoms we have and how valuable they really are, and how we can use them to help other Americans, so to help the movement, have that voice in America. So it's and the bottom line is there's no bad intentions. It's all about spreading goodness. It's all about spreading love. There is no spreading hate in the American cheer movement. So if you just want to think you can jump in and start to spread hate, I don't think you're going to get very far. You can try, I guess, but you're not going to meet it with good results, because it's taking it's jumping on something that is not a working solution at all. And especially if it involves fear and hate and things like that. I already can tell you right now, it's not a. You may think there's solutions in there, but there's no working solutions in that kind of thinking. So join us, join the American Tears, be a part of the change, the real process of how we're going to do this. And so you don't have to even figure out how. We already know how in a lot of ways, but what it does need is a voice. Your voice, my voice, everyone's voice, to really change America as Americans, separated from the government, separated from corporations. Separated. You can be as religious as you want to. You can be anything you want to, but there is not going to be a control factor with religion and the American Cheer movement, even though they may seem close. But American Cheer movement also seems close with politics and politicians. So even though does that make sense? It's just we can't be controlled and manipulated and directed by huge, corporations or government or religion domains. Like to dictate what they want us to do. That is not being a free thinker. That's and of course, like I said, we can be any religion you want to, and everything kind of like meshes together anyways, if that makes sense. So there's room for all that to be involved too. So it's not like a written in stone, written in the sky and fire. It's just a way of knowing that the American Tears are free thinkers. And we're not dictated by something outside of us that's huge, and bigger than us. Outside of just regular citizens, our neighbors, co-workers, family members. So we can all grow together and share with each other of how to make things even better for everyone. Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. I mean, you know, are we like-minded? Are we thinking the same? I think we are. I really do. I'm here. I'm waiting. I'll still be here tomorrow. And, so think about it. Think about it. Just think about it. Alrighty? Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Peace, love, and we'll talk later. Bye.